You know, as a 20-year-old father growing up in the Bronx, I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to get a job to support my young family, just like most young African American and Latino men want to do. So I went to a local career center for help, and they taught me how to write a resume. They taught me how to answer the interview questions. They taught me how to get suited and booted. And then I went out to Wall Street, and I went to every hospital in the Bronx and applied and used all my skills. But I didn't get one call back. And I was feeling disrespected, and I was feeling dejected. And there were other options for me growing up in the Bronx where my brother was serving time, and he made me promise that I would never think about those things. So I went to a fast food restaurant and applied for a job. And the manager loved me, and he said, "Mr. DeJesus, there's only one problem. To be an assistant manager, you have to work rotating shifts. And how can you think about going to college if you have to be here all the time?" I decided not to go to college and take that job. But on my way home, I ran into my best friend, and he told me something. He said, "Ed, wait, I know someone who can help. You have another move." And my best friend spoke to his father, who I known for 15 years. And the next morning, I got a call from Mr. Dow telling me to report to the New York City Human Resources Administration because he had a job for me working the midnight to 8 a.m. shift. Guess who was able now to go to college and become the man he is today? But what's so important about that story was that I already knew the person who would help me get a job. I already knew the social capital. In fact, my best friend's mother was my mother's customer, her best customer in the beauty shop. Someone should have told me just to get suited and booted with a tie, sit in the beauty shop, and all those black women would have made sure I had a job. That's why My Opportunity Hub is so important. Think about the young person in your life, that 16 to 24-year-old who's investing a lot in college, in trade school, and being a good person, and making developmental gains. But they don't have the connection to know about all the careers that are available. How valuable would it be if they had a tool to identify individuals who can be of help? A tool to help them build connections with those individuals over a 6-month to 12-month period. That's the power of social capital. Let's teach our young people about it because it's what makes the difference between a job and a career. None of this can be possible without your support. The first 3 days of the campaign are essential. The Kickstarter algorithm states that if you raise 30% of your funding in the first 3 days, you're so much more likely to achieve your funding goal. Our funding goal is $50,000. With $50,000, we can build this state-of-the-art learning system, add it to the My Opportunity Hub, and get it to families across the United States. February 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th are the key days of this campaign. That's the start of the campaign. That's the time where the algorithms are going to be looking at where they're going to place this campaign on its advertisement index. We want to be number one because this is so important to our community. We're going to ask you during those days to come to our website and choose from the variety of options that you can choose from to support our efforts.